Peace family, oppressed Mosai, you know what I'm saying? Back again at you with a new video. And y'all know we're going to continue to debunk the false religions, the false prophets, the lying spirits. Yeah, we're going to continue to expose them for what they are. And, there's no way you can go anywhere with that false uh, made up religions, man. Yeah, you already know that, the Bible is all a made up book. You already know that these prophets claim authenticity to it and claim that they gave you a copy in a translated language and that the copy is as good as toilet paper and that they know the truth. They have the copyright. They have the spirit. Yeah, they made the Bible a copyright book. And you go learning, like taking a course and all of that, to know the Mosaic, you need to go under their tyranny, yeah, under whatever they say, because they got it all in a language that I told you is not universal language, is a closed group cult language, yeah, and they claim that they have the knowledge and the multitudes must follow them so they can slaughter them. Now we got this Israelite exposed in here, man. They got a website on them, Black Hebrew Israelites exposed. You see that? They all exposed throughout the entire world. They live in a bubble of belief. I told you guys, they believe things that don't exist. It's just in their heads. You know what I'm saying? Black Hebrew Israelites is a BS. Okay? They can't save you. They can't save themselves. They all slaves and lost people. They don't know right from wrong. Yeah? Then they got the Christian church that they this, but they coming out of the Christian church itself. It's just a setup of the church. It's all set up by them. You know what I'm saying? So a game they play on you. From time to time, they erect a new pillar. They erect a new religion. Because they need all these poles, okay, to keep you fighting, to keep you divided, to keep you from being you, okay, to keep you worshiping Satan, to keep you worshiping Yahweh and these fallen angels, man. We're going to give a quick reading on this, you know what I'm saying? Nothing special, it's just exposing them for what they are, where they came from, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It starts there. Black Hebrew Israelites exposed and cult the bank, 5 beliefs. Okay, it's all a belief system. Okay, there's nothing real about them or nothing. And when you put them in the wall, all they're going to do is read these phony scriptures that have no beginning or end or date or nothing or who wrote or nothing. Yeah, it's all made up by man. Man work. Mosai never told you. Mosai never called no man. Told him to write a book and to follow that cult. Yeah, and that everybody must bow down to them and learn that thing, the same thing. Yeah, and repeat the same thing, and then say that they're free. And it's not that. It's nothing to do with you or Mosai or nothing. It's all a work of slavery. Perhaps you have been in a large urban area and seen African American men dressed in Jewish type robes. Maybe you've read about the Black Hebrew Israelites in the news and wondered who they were. This article will unpack everything you need to know about the groups who identified as Black Hebrew Israelites. Okay, they're going to unpack, and I'm going to unpack, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to see these guys for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Who are Black Hebrew Israelites? The Black Hebrew Israelites are several African American religious groups who believe they are the biological descendants, yeah, of the biblical Israelites. They are also known as Black Israelites, Black Hebrews, and Hebrew Israelites and form multiple subgroups. Some accept Hispanics, yeah, and Native Americans as also part of the descendants of the Hebrew Israelites. Freemasonry strongly influenced the founders' teachings of the first black Hebrew Israelite groups, including skewed concepts about Jesus and salvation by works. They don't refer to themselves as Jews, but terms Israelite and Hebrew. The black Hebrew Israelites are not part of the Jewish community. Some groups appreciate the Jews for preserving the religion, while others denounce them as pretenders. They are also not part of the traditional Christianity, as their teachings of Jesus Christ are heresy. See that? So you got Freemasonry being in the background of that religion of these black Israelites. That Freemasonry is present. Okay, they tell you that. Okay, that the Freemason basically, put them together and strongly influenced the founders. Okay, teachings of the black Israelites. So that is something that is coming from the system itself. It's something that is coming from Yahweh's system, systemic system of slavery. Yeah, they created that and they gave it to them. Yeah, and they're running with it because these niggas don't know nothing. I told you, they have no knowledge of nothing. Brother Surf exposed them to them that, the whole history and the whole thing is fake. Yeah, they don't even know what year they're living on. The dates and all of this is all messed up, people. But they're going to talk to you like they know their God. They don't know nothing about reality. You know what I'm saying? What do black Hebrew Israelites believe? Let's go down that road to find out. Okay? The black Hebrew Israelites movement has several major subgroups with specific theology, okay, and practices. The one thing on which they all agree is that they are the descendants of God's chosen people, the Israelites. I already explained to you that there is no such thing as God's chosen people. Okay? Because so-called, what they call God in there, never spoke to nobody. Yeah? He never called nobody and told them, you are the chosen people. Here, I gave the earth to you. No. He didn't do that. That's a big lie. Okay? Because so-called Yahweh, I explained to you, he gave the earth to King Cyrus. And he's a man of war. He's not Mosai. Understand that? So when they giving you all that talk, the Black Hebrew Israelite movement has several major subgroups with specific theology and practices. Yeah, it's just theologies and religion, practicing religion. That's all. The one thing that they all agree is that they are descendants of God's chosen people. Okay? Because they pride on that. They think they're special. That alone, that's how the devil fish for their souls, telling them that they are special. That's the only thing they're going to get. That's the only credit they're going to get from all that belief that they have. They're not going to get nothing else. They're not going to get free land. They're not going to get banks to themselves. They're not going to get freedom to themselves or nothing. All they're going to get is being called. They want people to call them, to see them as chosen people. The Isrealites. But chosen for what, people? To be slaves, to be followers of Christ and of Yahweh. Yeah. To bow to them, to wait for him, to tell them everything what to do, to wait for Yahweh to take all their lands, put them and put them in slavery, captivity for forever, sending plagues on them. They believe they cursed. You're not going nowhere when you are an Israelite. You are a cursed walking dead. Understand that? One dominant group of the Church of God's Saints of Christ teaches that African Americans descended from the lost tribes of Israel. Not only African Americans, yeah. They say that all the Negroes in four corners of the earth, yeah, are Israelites. That they are scattered throughout the whole entire world. Can you imagine that? Because their numbers are very small, so they have to make up that, there's a great number of Israelites out there, but it's all a made-up religion. It's all a made-up concept. It's all a philosophy. You understand that? Of Yahweh. It's trying to wield that energy, to wield that religion, so he can keep you in the cube. Even more tighter. Because these guys are more fanatics, yeah, than the Christians. Don't forget that. They pretend that they don't do Christ, but they are more fanatics. You won't have as much freedom as you have now with them in ruling like you have with the Christians. They will be worse. Yeah, these guys, man, you know what Yahweh do? He kill people. Okay, they think that the heaven and hell are not geographic locations. Yeah. Are they geographic locations or are they a state of mind? Heaven and hell. The Israelites claim that they don't believe that these are geographic locations like the Christians do. To the Christians, this talking about geographic locations, yeah, heaven and hell. But to the Israelites, it's talking about, they claim it's state of mind, okay, of heaven and hell, and their state of mind is hell. That's all you need to know, because they believe a lie of lying spirit. They believe in the plan of salvation is based in 7 keys, which include keeping the 10 commandments, observing biblical holy days, the 7th day Sabbath, Saturday, and so on. So, but you can see the delusion. You know what I'm saying? If you are chosen, why the hell you need a plan of salvation? You already been chosen, people. If you already been chosen, can anybody explain to that? If you've been chosen by your God, yeah, you holy people, and all that music that you gave, that you chosen, yeah, you got the best blood, you can do, things that no other being can. You are close to God and all of that crap, but they believe in the plan of salvation. These Israelites do, yeah, and they have to observe all these days that they have to worship, and they claim that they are chosen. That's what they gotta do, people. It's a jail. It's a cube. Ben-Ami of the African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem taught that Abraham and Moses were black, and that his group, which emigrated from Chicago to Ethiopia and then to Israel, were the only true inheritors of Israel. He rejected both Judaism and Christianity as practiced today. So some guy called Ben-Ami took a group of men and women, moved to they claim that he went to Ethiopia, immigrated to Ethiopia, and then they moved to the land of Israel. Yeah, it's not their land, people. It's not that there's other people living there. They make war, they take the land, they claim it's their land. Yahweh gave to them based in no facts. Yeah, no facts. He rejected both Judaism and Christianity as practiced today, but they want the land. Yeah, they believe everything. So they want the land of the Jews, but they deny the Jews and they deny the Christians. And they claim that they are the real thing. See that? But to be the real thing, Yahweh didn't give them the earth. He gave it to King Cyrus. They can't go past that. They can't go past that, people. Chosen people, and that God gave the earth to the heathen? It makes no sense, people. Yeah, it's all a fantasy. Black Hebrew Israelites' view of the Bible. The Black Hebrew Israelites mostly follow their unique interpretation of Old Testament teachings, and some include the parts of the New Testament. Each group has different beliefs about the Bible. Yeah, all deviate from mainstream Christianity and biblical inspiration, on which books are genuinely part of the Bible, and if other books are equally authoritative. For instance, the Church of the Living God, the pillar ground of truth for all nations, believes the Talmud is authoritative. The Talmud, primarily written 2nd and 3rd century AD, yeah, is a collection of debates by Jewish rabbis on how the Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, should be interpreted. Ben Ami of the African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem accepted the Torah, the Tanakh, Old Testament, as divinely inspired and the light that leads followers back to God. So you got this case of this Ben Ami guy, so-called Israelite, that is a belief system. Don't forget that believe these things, that the Tanakh or Old Testament is divinely inspired by the light, yeah, and the light that leads followers back to God. So he believes in the divinely inspired book, that Moses inspired somebody to write this book, in fact, and that the people are supposed to follow, and he's supposed to lead. Basically, this group rejects the Talmud. The Black Hebrew interpret the Bible with elements of African American culture and do not follow the Talmud. You see that? So they don't want to follow the Talmud, but they want to be Israelites. But the Talmud is like the the grounding book, because they are the guys that taught them the science of Israelites, and their grounding is the book Talmud. But they don't want to deal with Talmud, and they claim that they only dealing with so-called Yahweh Old Testament. They claim is inspired holy book, and that they can break this down and have people following them, that only they can break this down, so the people must follow them, you know what I'm saying? And they don't care about no Talmud, which makes no sense, okay? So, it's like the Jewish people that were doing this before, that started it, in fact, that all the stuff is to do with them, it's not to do with these Black Hebrew Israelites. These are hijackers, yeah? And now you want to hijack the man, you want to go to Israel, you want to claim that you are Israelite, you want to burn his book, Talmud, and you want to claim that your scriptures are the inspired scriptures from your God. But you were not there, your God didn't give you these scriptures, you got these scriptures from them, translated, okay, and from other books that nobody can read but you and the Kabbalah, and claim that this is inspired word of Mosai. Mosai only speak to you guys. Ain't that something? Mosai only speak to these guys. In the whole entire world, they are the only people that know Mosai. Ain't that something, people? That's man, that's craziness right there. You know what I'm saying? Religious craziness and false beliefs. That's what the Israelites are, man. Origin of Black Hebrew Israelite movement. In the late 1800s, 2 men, Frank Cherry and William Saunders, Crowdy, William Saunders Crowdy, each claimed to have had visions, that revealed that African Americans descended from the biblical Hebrews. So these guys have a vision, and it must make it official. From a vision, people. I have visions. But these people are saying that they had their visions are officials. That he's telling them that, the Americans are sending for the biblical Hebrews because he had a vision. In 1886, Cherry founded the Church of the Living God, the pillar ground of truth for all nations, people, saying that white Jews were interlopers. Cherry thought that Jesus would come back in in the year 2000. People see that? He's one of them false prophets that believed that Jesus will come back in the year 2000. When this prophecy proved false, it led to massive splittering within the group. People, they just false prophets. You see that? He lied that that Jesus will come back in the year 2000. We are in 2022. Yeah, and he never came back, people. What are you going to do with these false prophets that told you these things? Told you that they had visions? The same guys. False prophets, I told you, they all lying spirits, and they're gonna lie you to death. A decade later, William Saunders Crowley, a Freemason, established the Church of God and Saints of Christ. In 1919, Wentworth Arthur Matthew established the Commandment Keepers. That's where the Israelites are coming, people. Congregation of Harlem, influenced by New York City's large Jewish population. You see, they were influenced to do this. It's coming from the system. He's a cube. He was profoundly affected by Marcus Garvey, another piece of the puzzle. Okay, is another one that put them in. I told you already. They all together. A Jamaican political activist and first president of the Universal Negro Improvement Association. But what was the improvement of these Negroes? How do they improve? Because there was no improvement till now. I don't see no improvement. But they loved the guy like he was a god. Garvey thought that the Jewish exile was a metaphor for North American black people. It's all a game they play, people. A game on you. Since then, they play games on you for decades, for centuries. Matthew discovered a group of Jew, Beta Israel, lived in Ethiopia, having relocated there at some point in Old Testament times. Matthew identified this movement with these Ethiopian Jews. He taught that African Americans descended from Solomon people and the Ethiopian queen of Sheba. So the African Americans are descendants of Solomon and Queen of Sheba people. Ain't that something? Let's continue. Hold on. All black people are Jews, and all true Jews are black, they claim. Nevertheless, he respected Semitic non-black Jews for preserving Judaism teachings for thousands of years. No. That means they are converts, okay? These black Jews are converts because it is the so-called non-black Jews that gave them the the doctrine, the religion, the God, everything, the text, everything. All the knowledge they have, these guys gave them. But they claiming that it's their knowledge. It's their knowledge that they forgot. So they're gonna take it from them and they're gonna make it right now. You know what I'm saying? So they want to get the real white Jews out of the way. Okay, they don't want to deal with that Talmud or nothing. They don't, they just want to get them out of the way, claim their land, take their land from them. Okay, that's why the dude even moved to Israel. No, he moved to Africa, then he moved to Israel, and claim that this is his land. But who gave him that land, people? Who gave him that land, people? There were people living there. I saw them attack them. They took their land, and they're giving to these Negroes now, claiming that they are Jews. They want to give them the land. Do you think we're going to have peace in there after you take the land from somebody else? Yeah. And I don't even know why the white Jews, it's all a game, man, even let them do all of that. I don't get that. Even let them move all the way to Israel and all that to play Jew. That I'm more Jew, I'm more holier than you. I don't know why this would be possible. You know why? Because it's coming from them. Because they are the ones putting all the pieces together. So there is acceptance of these things that you think is mad, but they accept that. Otherwise, they will not accept these niggas anywhere. Are you kidding? You're going to come to my land and tell me that your God is the God and you are the real Israelites, and I'm going to bow to you and you're going to make a mock of my books. But I gave you everything. These guys are the guys that gave them everything. The only thing they don't want is the Talmud, because they claim that, it's too bad for them and the Talmud is not whatever they say. They're not going to deal with Talmud, okay? Because there are other things that disturbs them. But what Yahweh do don't disturb them. Have you noticed? Yeah? What Yahweh do to them and to the whole entire world, they don't disturb them a bit. They're ready to go back and start the whole thing again, claiming, Freemason put them in the tracks. Okay, you got all these guys in the back, preparing them for today. Okay, you had Marcus, Garvey, all these guys, they had a function. Yeah. It's all being planned and served to you by these same lying spirits. From Garvey is another one, told you. They put all together. Yeah, they gave you the prophets from 1800s and his false prophecy that Jesus will come in the year 2000, and the dude never came. That alone should have told you that you are rolled up in a lot of lies and deceit, that you are dealing with lying spirits, that you are going to die if you continue going that way. But you don't get it, do you? You still believe in the Freemasonic established the Church of the Saints of Christ. Same guys. But they are all Israelites. Yeah. All the Israelite belief system. But their God didn't give them the earth. He gave them the earth to somebody else. He gave them just they just have a big mouth and go around claiming things that they don't have nothing. They don't have no power of nothing or nothing. Yeah? They only have a belief system, these Negroes. And once you follow them, that's where you're going to be. Permanently. If you join that religion and all that crap, dude, it's another 2,000 years of slavery. Don't think nothing else. You're not going to have no resources. You're not going to have nothing. You're going to praise, you're going to serve, you're going to serve, you're going to serve, and you're going to be enslaved and taking shots. That's all they're going to do to you. Okay, I'm getting tired of these readings. I'm going to, hold on. I think this is important. That's why I was reading this. I'm saying. In 1919, Wentworth Arthur Matthew established the Commandment Keepers. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Congregation in Harlem, influenced by New York City's large Jewish population. He was profoundly affected by Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican political activist and first president of the Universal Negro Improvement Association. As I told you, they don't improve these Negroes. Garvey thought that the Jewish exile was a metaphor for North American black people. Such the confusion they spread on you. Okay. Matthew discovered that a group of Jews, Beth Israel, lived in Ethiopia, having located there some point the Old Testament times. Matthew identified this movement with these Ethiopian Jews. You know what I'm saying? He thought that African Americans descended from Solomon and the Ethiopian Queen of Sheba. All black people are Jews. people. That's what they teach. And all true Jews are black. Nevertheless, he respected Semitic non-black Jews for preserving the Judaism teachings for thousands of years. Okay, we've been to that. In Chicago, 1966, Ben Ami, you know what I'm saying, founded the African Hebrew Israelites. Okay, just look the year that he founded that. Yeah, 1966, all coded. Yeah, I don't even want to go through his name and break it down in numerology. Somebody could do that, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's going to be coded. African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem, part of which immigrated to Liberia in Africa. In 1969, about 30 immigrated. You see, you keep seeing 969, it's 666 codes. About 30 immigrated from Liberia to Israel, forming the population today about 2,500 black Hebrew Israels national region. See that? They already got 2,500 people claiming to be Israelites in that land called Israel, people. Another section remained in Chicago, later spread to St. Louis, Washington, D.C., and other large American cities. So they're spreading this like Christianity, you know what I'm saying, trying to grow that religion to suffocate you. BHI practices. Practices vary in the different branches of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. The Church of the Living God, the Pillar Ground, the Truth of All Nations forbids collecting tithes or playing the piano during worship. Members face east when praying. The Church of God, the Saints of Christ, follow both Jewish and Christian practices. They use the Jewish calendar to celebrate Passover, circumcise newborn boys, wear yarmulkes, yarmulkes, school caps, and worship and rest on Saturday, Shabbat. They practice baptism by immersion and foot washing. I already explained to you guys what that is. Okay, take your soul and nothing else. Voodoo. Likewise, the commandment keepers observe Jewish holiday and practices as well. Okay, they follow Jewish dietary laws, circumcise newborn babies, separate men and women at worship with mechitza divider. When boys and girls come of age, they celebrate bar and bat mitzvah, whatever that is. The Black Hebrew keeps Sabbath and Jewish holidays like Passover and Yom Kippur Day of Atonement. Black Hebrew men wear African print shirts with tzitzit, a fringe of or tassel, and can have more than one wife. They circumcise newborn males, follow a vegan diet, okay, and do not permit birth control. Really? Are black people the real Israelites? Hold on. No, do not permit birth control. No, the Israelites do permit birth control. Don't let them fool you. Okay, they all take the shots. Let's continue. Are black people the real Israelites? The biblical Israelites were descendants of Israel, Jacob, the son of Isaac, and the grandson of Abraham. The Bible doesn't mention skin color, facial features, or hair, but the biblical Israelites weren't as white as many Jews are today after 2,000 years of intermarriage with Europeans. Okay, that's confusion now. They're coming, and we're gonna start closing. Okay, this video. How long this is going? 30 minutes. Well, it's getting long. We're gonna start closing on them. Okay. Are black Hebrew Israelites racist? Of course they are. All black Hebrew Israelites believe they are biologically God's chosen people. You understand that? The Israelites and those inherently superior to both white people and non-black Jews. Some groups are antagonistically racist toward Jews and whites. Since 2000, these extremist fringe groups have been steadily ramping up the rhetoric of a God-ordained Race war, people. It's all demonic what they do, pulling race war on you now. Where is your God? When did he spoke to you? Did he tell you these words? Foolish, false prophets, man. The Anti-Defamation League statement is some of do not all outspoken anti-Semites and racists. In 2019, the Southern Poverty Law Center listed 144 black Hebrew Israelites subgroups of hate groups. They categorized the extremist fringe of the movement as the black supremacists who believe Jews are imposters and whites are evil personified, deserving only death or slavery. Yeah, but they were the ones, people, that kept their book intact for 2,000 years. So they claim that we read that up there already, yeah, that the white Jews were the ones that kept the Torah book intact for them over all this time, that they were nothing but slaves. They claim that they were nothing but the pieces of crap because Yahweh disowned them. Yeah, but these white Jews, they claim that they are devils, but they were the ones that they claim kept that tradition for them. Yeah, kept the tradition that these so-called black Jews are the chosen people for 2,000 years to give it to them today so they can go back to Israel now and tell the white Jews that they are nothing and that they are the guys that gonna run them and all of that crap. Yeah, because Yahweh said so and switched so, and now what? The white Jews are just gonna bow down to them because we find out the blacks are the real Jews. They're just gonna bow down to them, give them their land, and be their slaves and serve them. Because if they are the chosen people, white Jews have to bow to them. They have to slave, everybody must bow to them and praise them until the next time that their God probably send them into another captivity for 2,000 years, and the white Jews are going to keep their book again for them for 2,000 years, and then when they done enslaving them, going to give them people. The story is crazy, okay? It's for people that have mind problems. You got brain problems if you don't go to this lie, okay? If you can see the lie and over the lie and over the lie, and now nothing makes sense in that box, in that cube, but to enslave your soul. The extremist groups, of course, get most of the attention as they often engage in street preaching and high traffic areas, provoking whites and Jews with hateful rants. Yeah, they're looking for that race war. They need a fire starter. You understand that? That's why I got these niggers on the corners. Yeah, because they're out there. Don't think that they're doing something good. Don't think that they're doing something holy. Don't think that they're waking people up. Nobody's waking up watching these niggers on the corners talking about the Israelites. Yeah, nobody. It's all on gender Freemasonry that they show you from the beginning. That Freemasonry is behind all of these Israelites. Okay, and they are the guys running them doing this. If you do this outside of the Freemasonry, you probably go to jail and get beaten for being in the street talking crap. Yeah, they gained national publicity in January 2019 by targeting group of Covington Catholic high school kids who had participated in March for Life in Washington, D.C., a group of about half a dozen robbed black Israelites called the students, white crackers, faggots, and incest kids. That's what they call them. One black Israelite, General Mayakalaka, said every white person who doesn't get killed by Christ when he returns is going to slavery. How evil is that God, people? He's coming to kill all the white people now, and those that don't get killed, you're going to slavery. But they were the ones that kept your holy book for you for 2,000 years, and then they gave you the book, and the next thing you do, you kill them and send them to slavery, right? You must be righteous, right? So the BS, people. Of course, these files of the faith of biblical teaching, God expressly warned the Israelites not to oppress foreigners. Non-Israelites living among them, do not oppress a foreign resident, since you yourselves know how it feels to be foreigners. Of course you should. For you were foreigners in the land of Egypt. Exodus 23:9. Foreigners living among the Israelites followed the same Mosaic law and the regulations for Passover and native-born Israelites, including circumcision, Exodus 12, 19, 48, 49. It wasn't a matter of DNA, much as fate. What? God never told the Israelites to enslave or kill the foreigners living among them. He said to treat them kindly, even if black Israelites are genuine descendants of the biblical Israelites. They are not following God's commands when demonizing Jews and white people. See that? Even if they were the real ones, they're already doing the wrong thing. That's what they're telling you here. And everybody knows that it's all a BS. Okay? It's all a construct. It's all a lie. Okay? And we're gonna stop now because now they're going to the Christian side of it. You know what I'm saying? I already told you about these false prophets. You know what I'm saying? It's all a construct, it's all a cube. You know what I'm saying? Jesus came to fulfill the law, divinity of Jesus. It's all a lie, all lying spirits that they have on them. They got their soul, they're dead. You know what I'm saying? God's plan for you. See, when they got their soul, man, you're not free to be yourself no more. And you got these clowns trying to tell you what to do, trying to tell you what to believe, trying to tell you what is good, what is right, and what is not, what is good and what is not good. And they all in a belief system. Okay, it's all a racist belief system. Okay, religio, prison, jail. You see them on YouTube still talking crap. Yeah. They talk shit all day on YouTube like they own something, that they believe something, that God gave them something real. It's all bull. I show you, it's all bullshit. Yeah, it was white, the white Jewish people that have these traditions. It's their religion. It's not theirs. It's not these niggers. They stole it. They became converts. Okay, and because they claim they keep Sabbath now and this and that, they are the the chosen people, and you know, they want their land back and this and that. They don't even know where their land is, but they claim that it's over there in Israel, like Ben Ami and all these guys moving over there. Yeah, and telling white people that, you know, they gotta move out, they gotta go, they go into slavery. If the ones that Jesus don't kill when he comes, they go into slavery, or white people are going to slavery. So why they kept that book for 2,000 years to give them so that they can get killed and go to slavery in the end is another thing that don't click and doesn't make any sense. But only makes sense to these Negroes. Because what did I tell you? Once they take your soul, okay, you have no soul. You're just a booty, you're just a robotoid, okay? Humanoid robotoid, a clown, yeah, a robot, a regurgitator, a thief that stole other people's books and feed on it because he doesn't know his own. He can create nothing himself. He doesn't have no tradition. Yeah, he doesn't know how to deal with Mosaic himself, so he has to steal somebody else's book. Yeah, and then claim their land too, and then kill them, and then enslave them with the help of his evil god. He's pretending that that's what he's going to do in the future. It's nothing. These people are not even realistic. Yeah, but you got millions of these niggers. They follow them. How do you explain that, people? The so-called black people are already dead. Okay, they lost their souls. They lost their souls a long time ago. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know what they follow. They don't know what they believe. They believe anything. So these people give them the any text that they want to translate from Greek, from Egyptians, from Greeks, from the Sumerians. Yeah, they regurgitate this stuff because they have nothing of their own. They have no soul. They got to follow. I told you they got to follow something outside of themselves. Yeah, they cannot, you know, invoke stuff to reality or nothing. Nobody want to teach you that science. Yeah, don't think it's just them. They use that magic religion to keep you away from reality. It's one thing they use to keep you away from reality all your life, man. So you guys need to let go, man. Yeah, because these guys they're going to destroy you all the way off. Yeah, they got God's plans for all nations and everything. That means you're never ever gonna be free, because they already got all these plans running in the background. He's Freemason. Hmm? Last days and all of that crap. Yeah. He's gonna make, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. What do you think that is? Enslaving them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah? The Israelites were God's chosen people, but it doesn't mean that others were left out. Uh-oh. God desires all people to come to Him, but He chose the Israelites, yeah? Black, white, Asian, Israelite, everyone. All people are His chosen people. Oh, really? All of a sudden, when they place their faith in Jesus, they are grafted as Romans. Okay, once you accept slavery, once you accept that false God, then you are a chosen people as well, they claim. But you are a slave. Too late. That's all, man. I'm gonna stop this video. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to you all that are in the truth. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs to the brother Surf, shout outs to the brother Paul, shout outs to Healing and Justice for All, shout outs to Richard, shout outs to everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. Y'all need to continue pushing your truth. There is no other truth but your truth. Okay? You have to believe in yourself to be special. You are special. You don't need Yahweh to verify you, to tell you that you're special. Are you kidding? Yeah. You're special because your mom and dad made you. And you have a life, and you have bread, and you are special, and you can create things if you have a soul. That's all, man. I love you all. Keep laws and instructions. Don't let this religious boy fool you. Yeah? They're full of it. And that's all, man. I love you all. Peace. Opest Mazai.